Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Just looking through the list of folks, Montreal, Canada, Brazil, London, Columbus, Omaha, France, Dublin, where my daughter is, uh, almost heaven, West Virginia, India, Morocco, Hawaii. Wow, India, you're up late. Florida, where else? Vermont, Oregon, Germany, Mexico, Chile, Cornwall. So basically, Australia. Oops, can't hear me? Um, Yikes. Let's double check that. Is Just asking in the chat box, can you hear me? Oh, you can hear me. Okay. Worried that my settings might be off. So not sure what was going on there, but hopefully it gets solved for whoever was not able to hear me. And we now return you to the program already in progress. So it was fooling me. Well, I get fooled sometimes. A lot of us are getting fooled at different times, and we all have different opinions about who's being fooled. And that's part of the problem is that on social media, everyone's going, "You're being fooled." No, you're being fooled. And ultimately, most people are saying, we want a peaceful world, and I'm going to beat down people to show, who get in the way of my peaceful world. And we're doing the best we can, and people are scared and angry. And what we want to do is clear out what doesn't feel like peace for inside of us and collectively clearing that out in terms of the world. So I'm very grateful to everyone. 111 watching right now, angel numbers. How about that? Let's get that up to 222, then 333, and then 888. Get it up to 1,000 and 111. Um, Finland and Surrey. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, so thank you all very much for joining me for this. As I said, it's up to us. If you got on early enough, you saw the some of the quotes that I like to share, including the famous, possibly misquoted quote from Gandhi about being the change you wish to see in the world. And if we wish to see peace in the world, we need to have peace inside, and that's what we're here for. So, what I would like to do, as I often and pretty much always do when I do an event like this, is ask everyone to go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and hold it, and let it go. And just going inside, allowing yourself to be present, allowing yourself to be right here, right now, as present as possible in order to get maximum benefit from our time together. We'll be here about an hour or so. Just following your breath through your body and noticing what you're feeling physically and what you're feeling emotionally. And rate yourself on a scale of 0 to 10. But this time, what we're going to do is 0 is complete peace, 10 is absolute upset. And if you go on social media and you see the comments that some people are making, it looks like a lot of people are up at a 10 or close to it, some all the way up to 11. And so allowing yourself to notice on a scale of 0 to 10 what that stuff that doesn't feel like peace, the fear, anger, upset, shame, guilt, resentment, outrage, whatever it might feel like, without judgment, just allowing yourself to get curious about what shows up inside of me that doesn't feel like peace and or love. And notice on a scale of 0 to 10 how strong that is. Again, not being judgmental, because we can't clear it out if we don't acknowledge it. What we resist persists. So allowing ourselves to go, okay, I want to see more peace in the world. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. So in order to clear what doesn't feel like peace in the world, I need to be willing to look at what's inside of me, because what I ignore, I'm going to carry out there into the world. So just giving yourself permission to be aware of all of that stuff, that judgment and anger and fear and whatever else it might be. Rate it on a scale of 0 to 10. Notice where in your body you might feel it. Take a deep breath, open your eyes. And just in case anyone has shown up on this call and is not familiar with EFT, and I started doing this and you're like, what? What's this about peace? This is emotional freedom techniques, EFT or tapping, and you can find more information at tapwithbrad.com. But if you're willing, for the moment, this is a way of just clearing out distress, clearing out stress in our bodies. So please just tap where I tap and repeat back what I say. Even though I'm feeling things that aren't peace, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling some things that aren't peace, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I'm feeling some things that are not peace, may feel like anger, may feel like fear, may feel like a whole bunch of different things. But a lot of it is not peace. And if I want to see more peace in the world, I choose to cultivate more peace inside of me. And even though I'm holding on to some stuff that isn't peace, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And maybe anyone else who might be involved, because I choose to feel that free. All this stuff that is not peace, all the anger and resentment, all the fear and doubt, all this upset, it's uncomfortable. And at the same time, part of me insists that I should be feeling it. Part of me might say, given the things that are going on in the world, this anger is appropriate. This fear is appropriate. And people might say to me, you should be upset. You should be outraged. We all say we want world peace. and we're going to outrage our way until we get it. Not because we're bad or stupid, not because we are weak or lazy, but because we have a lot of unfortunate programming. People teaching us how things get done. And even though we can see it's not usually effective, part of me still says it's necessary. I need to be afraid. I need to be angry. I'm not wrong for feeling what I feel. I honor my feelings. I accept my feelings. But I'm also considering that if I really want to cultivate peace in the world, I might have to let go of what doesn't feel like peace. It's like if I want to clean up my room and I really want it clean, but I also insist that a certain mess should be there in one corner, or maybe covering half the room. Maybe sometimes most of the room. I mean, I still want the room clean, but there are these things that have to be there. And I don't need to judge myself for that. I just choose to reconsider it. Do I want to insist that I'm right? Or do I want to create a peaceful world? They're not always mutually exclusive. When I'm really right, there will be peace. But sometimes what I think is right ain't necessarily so. I can see people posting things on social media, and they're absolutely adamant. And I know it's not true, but they believe it is. And I'm open to the possibility that maybe some of the things that I'm adamant about might not be the entire truth. I'm just giving myself permission to look at that. I'm not giving up on my beliefs. I want to find the real truth. And if I'm scared of looking at that, if I say there's nothing to see here, there's probably some fear going on. And maybe I'm not as convinced as I think I am. I'm clearing what doesn't feel like peace so that I can see more clearly. And if what I know is the truth, I'll be that much more clear on it. And the more clear I am about the truth, the easier it is to convince others. I'm processing these feelings, processing all of this fear, all these different uncomfortable feelings. And underneath all of that stuff is some fear. I can look at those people who really upset me. And while I might be feeling anger, I choose to see the fear that's underneath that. What am I afraid of? Not that I'm necessarily wrong to be afraid. I'm just allowing myself to get clear so that I can find real solutions. I might argue that anger and fear are justified. But the more I engage in those feelings, the more my prefrontal cortex shuts down, and I'm not thinking as clearly, which is what a lot of other people want. A lot of people are trying to make me afraid so that I won't think clearly. They just want me to do what they want. And the more upset I am, the more easily manipulated I am. And I choose to let them know. You got the wrong person. Because I'm clearing what doesn't feel like peace. Cultivating peace inside so that I can cultivate it outside. I honor my feelings. Fear and anger are there to let me know that there's something to pay attention to. I don't need to be stuck in this discomfort. Once I'm paying attention and I'm allowing myself to pay attention. I'm clearing my resistance to taking whatever positive action I can take. I don't need to be upset to motivate me. I choose to feel the freedom to do the good that I can do. Setting myself more and more free to feel peace in body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes, go inside, and check again on that scale of 0 to 10. If 0 is complete Zen, complete peace, nirvana, whatever you want to call it, and 10 is totally upset. Hopefully that number is coming down. And again, as we're doing tapping, it's always like peeling the layers of the onion. And so we get more and more clarity. So maybe you're even more clear about, oh, here's why I can't feel more peace. And maybe share in the comment box, I can't feel peace, or I can't feel more peace right now because, thank you, Dee. Glad to hear that. And you can go ahead if you're not typing, you can keep tapping. We any tapping that we do, yeah, I didn't realize how much I needed that. That's the thing, Tina. That's the thing for all of us is we're all carrying ambient stress. We're not aware of how much stress and upset we're carrying in our bodies, especially as we're all walking around with a little device that says, here's something else to be upset about. And we take it for granted. It's like if somebody was, if we were walking down the street and people kept throwing dirt on us and we're just not paying attention to it. Later, we're like, wow, I'm really filthy and I haven't taken a shower in a while. Um, we're not aware of how much stress that we're carrying around. And that's why, again, I always recommend tapping on a daily basis. Energy hygiene. We don't realize how much. And so if we're not aware of how much stress we're carrying out there, we're not aware of how much we're contributing to the stress that's in the world. And that's not to blame ourselves. That's not saying, oh man, I am the problem. Um, we, but allowing ourselves to be aware of, okay, I choose to, um, I choose to feel, if I want to create peace out there, I got to look at where is there, because it's not, we see things that blow up and really awful things that happen in Ukraine, in the Middle East, and you know, all over anywhere. But it's like these are things are boiling over until they get really awful. It's not like everything was fine until it went off the rails. And so it's allowing ourselves to, it's like, okay, we need to work daily to cultivate peace. Yeah, I can't feel more peace because things aren't the way I want them to be. Excellent. Close your eyes, everybody. Take a deep breath. So these different reasons, you know, I feel peace unless someone busts through my boundaries. I can't feel peace because life isn't fair and elections and things aren't the way I want them to be exactly. So, with your eyes closed, and just feeling what goes on inside your body and noticing again on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being upset, 0 being complete peace, notice that peace there and say, whatever it is that you're saying, I can't feel peace because of X. I can't feel peace because of what other people are doing. Just allow yourself to be aware of that. Take a deep breath. Open your eyes. Even though I have reasons why I can't feel peace, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I have all these reasons why I can't feel peace, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I have all these reasons why I can't feel peace, especially because of things that other people are doing. And then when they finally get their act together, then I'll feel peace. And that contract sucks. Even though I have all these reasons why I can't feel peace, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And maybe anyone else who's involved in this, because I'm reclaiming my power. All these reasons why I can't feel peace. All these reasons why I shouldn't feel peace. All these reasons why it's impossible to feel peace. Anybody who's feeling peace is either stupid or not paying attention. That's what part of me insists. And how's that working for me? I'm not allowed to have well-being because of what other people are doing. When did I sign that contract? Where my emotional well-being is determined by other people. And it can definitely be challenging to feel peace in certain circumstances. But it's not impossible. I choose to be open to the possibility that I have it within me to do that. To feel serenity in the face of chaos. Because hopefully cooler heads will prevail. If my emotions are at the mercy of other people, I don't have the freedom of choice. And I want that freedom, especially the freedom to choose peace. I love and appreciate these parts of me that lose a sense of peace in certain circumstances, believing that's the necessary response. But what do I really want? If I say I can't feel peace because things aren't the way I want them to be, what am I going to do to make things more the way I want them to be? And acting from a place that isn't peace probably isn't going to get the best results. I choose to think as clearly as possible. I choose to have the freedom to make the best choices possible. I choose to have the freedom to take the best actions possible. And part of me says, well, I would if these other people weren't doing what they're doing. Not because I'm bad or stupid, but because that's how I was taught to respond. I was taught to be stuck that way. I have all these rules about when I can feel good and when I cannot. And a lot of these rules really stink. And I choose to be open to the possibility that I can rewrite my rules, that I get to feel peace under as many circumstances as I choose. That doesn't mean I'm condoning other people's behavior. It doesn't mean I'm happy about other people's bad situations. I'm not saying I'm going to be joyful about the circumstances, although I choose to feel joy whenever possible. But I'm allowing myself to feel more peace because I can be much more effective there. And maybe I have all this old programming that says, I have to be upset in these circumstances in order to be motivated. If I don't care who wins the election, if I'm not scared about the other team winning, yeah, maybe I wouldn't even bother to vote. All this fear that if I'm not upset, I'll just be passive. And I'm calling BS on that. Because there are things that I want to see happen. And I might seem to be more motivated when I'm upset. Because that upset pushes me through resistance. If I clear my resistance, I don't need to be upset to motivate me. What if I gave myself the freedom to take really positive actions without having to be motivated by fear or anger? What am I afraid I wouldn't do if I felt more peace? And why wouldn't I do them? And when you look at social media, the actions that fear and anger are motivating aren't doing any good. They just make things worse. No one is ever shamed into making a different choice. If I tell someone in a comment that they're stupid, they're not going to say, "Oh, thank you for pointing that out." I'm clearing what doesn't feel like peace so that I can see where I can make a difference. Too often, when we're upset, we squander our energy on things that only make things worse. I'm giving myself permission to feel more peace. But these other people haven't changed their bad behavior. It's still my right to feel peace so that I can find a real solution. And maybe I'll find a way to change their mind. I can't get angry enough at them to make them change their mind. I love and appreciate those parts of me that have bought into all of these rules about why I can't feel peace right now. That part of me that signed that contract stating that my emotional well-being is at the mercy of others. I was tricked into signing that contract. I'm tearing it up now. I get to choose when I feel peace. That doesn't mean I'm saying it's okay what's going on. Now, sometimes my grammar and tapping is not perfect. The ideas come through. I'm not agreeing with things that are out there. I'm looking for a way to make things better. And the more peace I allow myself to feel, the more I spread peace around me. And all the awful things that other people are doing, it's because they're not feeling peace. Dr. King was right. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. So I'm cultivating the light inside, releasing what isn't love. And then I have the power to change things for the better. Releasing what doesn't feel like peace. Giving myself permission to release what doesn't feel like peace. And as I do so for myself, I can help these other people do that. If I want them to change their behavior, have to help them remove what causes that behavior. If anger and fear is causing their bad behavior, peace is the remedy. I can't spread what I haven't got. I'm clearing what doesn't feel like peace. Even before other people change, because I'm reclaiming my power to do so. And it's not always what other people are doing. Sometimes it's things going on inside of me. It might be anxiety. It might be physical pain. And when I feel stress, that tends to exacerbate those. I'll get more relief from this discomfort if I give myself permission to feel peace. Again, not saying it's going to be easy. I'm open to the possibility of it being easy. I am open to miraculous healing. And I'm choosing to love myself in the process. I'm capable of feeling more peace, even under the circumstances, even with things as they are. I'm capable of feeling more peace. I'm giving myself permission to feel more peace in body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. And go inside with your eyes closed and check again on that scale of 0 to 10. 10 being totally upset, 0 being peace. Just noticing on a scale of 0 to 10 how much discomfort might still be there. Hopefully that number has continued to come down. Thinking of those reasons about why it's might feel impossible to feel peace. And also seeing that you have the ability to do that. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, sometimes these upsets are deeper than we know. They're often more difficult than we know because part of us, again, part of us says, I should feel this. And so we don't allow ourselves. It's like, well, and if I allow myself to know how upsetting it is, then I might try to do something about that. And so we don't allow ourselves to be aware of that. And that's the thing. But there's your higher self said, all right, if I'm not going to figure it out on my own, oh, let me go watch this YouTube video and and find out, oh, there's some stuff going on there. So great seeing those numbers coming down. And some big drops, some not as big, but hey, any relief, a 7 out of from a 9 is more peace, and it's going to give you greater room to think more clearly and make better choices. And that's the thing is, as we look at the world and what's going on, it's like I can sit here and get pissed off about it and rant about it on social media and attack people, or even if I'm, a really good person who doesn't go on and attack, but in my mind I'm attacking them, I'm still feeling that. I'm still feeling that lack of peace, and I'm still putting that energy out there. So, and hey, I'm not here to say, oh, because I tap every day, I have none of that. It's like, no, I definitely go into my self-righteous rants and I think of certain people doing things. It's like, oh, I just want to shame them within an inch of their lives. And then I start tapping. Fortunately, I've been doing this long enough that I catch myself and I go, okay, what's going on there? What's the fear that that's going on in there? And can I clear it? And can I get back to a place of love so that I can look at this person and go, this person is suffering from a lack of love. This person is suffering from a lack of peace. I cannot add more anger to them. I can't send them anger and hope that it's going to clear the anger that's causing them to do things that upset me. Oh, thank you guys for this. Thanks, Ingrid. Um, so it's looking at what is the solution here? Do I want to be right or do I want to cultivate peace? And if it's not cultivating peace, is it really right? And that's the thing is we're so attached to being right, not because we're bad or stupid or it's a character flaw. It's because that's what we're programmed to do. And it's allowing ourselves to catch ourselves and go, okay, wait a minute. What do I really want? That's why I wear this blue wristband that says cultivate peace so that I never forget. Even though I do still forget, but I always have this reminder very close by. So I don't wear this in public as a public display. This is a reminder for me. It's like, oh, right, right, right. This is what I'm up to. It's not a wristband that says shame people who are doing stupid things. Let's cultivate peace. And I got to do that from the inside out. And thank you guys. Um, so I'm so appreciative of everyone who has come on here to that. In a moment, we're going to do some guided imagery for those of you who have not been on a live event with me before. I started as a hypnotherapist before I got into tapping, and so I still always like to end with a guided imagery. Unless I'm doing a live in-person event, which I'm doing tonight here in Sacramento, and then I do it in the middle. But so we're going to end it with a guided imagery in just a moment. But and if people have places they have to go, hopefully you'll come back and watch the repeat of this. This will be here on YouTube, so I hope you'll come back and do it again. But we're gonna do one more quick round here. I choose to be peace, and I choose to love and accept myself. I choose to be peace, and I choose to love and honor myself. I choose to be peace so that I can spread peace. I choose to be peace, and I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself, and maybe everybody else, because that would really cultivate some peace. I choose to be peace. I choose to spread peace. So I'm releasing what doesn't feel like peace. And I choose to love and appreciate those parts of me that have held on to what doesn't feel like peace. because I was convinced that was necessary. And I really want to cultivate peace. I want a peaceful world, a world where I can feel safe, a world where my loved ones are safe. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Giving myself permission to release what isn't peace. Setting myself free to feel a whole lot more peace. Setting myself free to be peace. In body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. And thank you so much for being here. Again, I'm going to do the guided imagery, and it'll probably go over the hour. So if you only had an hour to spend with me, then you may want to jump off at this point and come back and watch the guided imagery later. In which case, thank you for being here at this point. And if you have a few more moments to stick around with me, then please go ahead and get yourself comfortable. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. Another deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. A third deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. And now just breathing comfortably with your eyes closed. Breathing comfortably, and just imagine that with each breath you take in, you breathe in relaxation and positive energy. Go ahead and imagine a healing light of whatever color you like surrounding your body, so that with each breath you take in, your lungs comfortably draw in that healing light, allowing it to flow through every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue, cell, and atom of your body. Imagine a healing shower flowing down, crystal clear water that's a perfect temperature as it flows over the top of your head, soothing and relaxing your scalp, washing away fear, doubt, anxiety, washing away anger, sadness, guilt, shame, washing away pain, frustration, disappointment, embarrassment, washing away anything that doesn't feel like peace. Washing these away to reveal the light that you truly are. This unique expression of divine light and love. Allowing more and more of that light to be revealed as that healing shower flows over your forehead, relaxing the muscles in your face, flowing down over the back of your head, your neck, your shoulders, washing away tension, leaving your shoulders calm, comfortable, and relaxed. That healing shower flowing down your arms, all the way down over your fingertips, down over your chest and your stomach, soothing and relaxing, healing and cleansing, and allowing yourself to remain comfortably in whatever position you choose. Allow that healing shower to flow down over your upper and lower back. And as your torso relaxes, your internal organs comfortably do whatever they need to do to achieve and maintain your optimal level of health and well-being in body, mind, and spirit. As that healing shower continues down over your body, down over your hips and your thighs, over your knees, down your lower legs, through your ankles, into your feet. And finally, that relaxation flows over your toes as you allow yourself to relax twice as much, going at least twice as deep with each number as I count backwards. 5, drifting down to 4, floating down to 3, 2, 1, and 0 is sleep. Deeper, deeper, remembering that each and every time you hear me say the words deep sleep, with your permission and only with your permission, you allow yourself to return to this depth or even deeper, 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 quickly, soundly, deeply. And the physical body relaxes. And with that relaxation comes a wonderful sense of calm well-being of body and mind. Deeper, deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 0 is deep sleep. And in this calm, comfortable state of mind and body, go ahead and imagine yourself in some really beautiful place. Some place where you allow yourself to be present to the beauty, the magnificence, the abundance of creation. Basically, some place where it feels really easy to experience peace. The most peaceful place you can imagine. And give yourself permission to feel that peace. Right here, right now, in this moment, even if that place is only imaginary, you're giving yourself permission to feel that peace. And because everything is energy and everything is connected, the peace that you're feeling right now creates a more peaceful world. It's really allowing yourself to be in this really beautiful place. Maybe you're sitting in a lounge chair on the beach, or standing on top of a mountain, or wherever it might be, someplace where you just feel really good, where you feel peace, where you see the best of what this world has to offer. Allowing yourself to feel really good. And you can even have that thought of, how cool is this that I get to feel really good right now, and it is contributing to the world. You are making a difference in the world right now as you allow yourself to experience more peace, more love, more joy, more gratitude, all of these higher vibration feelings. They are vibrations, they are energy, and you are sending them outward. So you can just imagine yourself in this beautiful place, sending wave after wave of positive energy out into the world. In this beautiful place that you imagine yourself in, you can see other people and just imagine you're sending them positive energy and just see them lightening up, feeling more peaceful. See them relax more, smile more. See them releasing what doesn't feel like peace, such that they feel more peace, more joy, more love, more gratitude, and they radiate that out. And they spread it to other people, and those people then radiate more peace and more love. And it just spreads from person to person around the world. And when we're feeling this much peace and love and joy and gratitude, it becomes nearly impossible to harm other people. You are disarming people such that peace is what they want to spread. And as they feel peace, they have no desire to spread anything but peace. Giving yourself permission to make this difference. Even when it's challenging to feel peace, recognizing it's worthy. It may be difficult, but it's worthy because it does make a difference. We are energetically connected. The more peace you feel, it does make a positive difference in the world. So allowing yourself again to really just immerse yourself in this beautiful place that you imagine, just soaking in the beauty, the abundance, the magnificence, really indulging in a feeling of peace and love and joy and gratitude and whatever else you want to feel, knowing that that is making a positive difference. Just allowing yourself to feel more and more peace as we go even deeper now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. In a moment, I'll count you back out from 0 up to 5. 5 will be wide awake, alert, focused, and energetic, feeling much better than before. Just feeling more peaceful and feeling really good about how that makes a positive difference in the world. Tonight, when you choose to go to sleep, don't be surprised when you fall asleep quickly, soundly, deeply, and sleep very well through the night. During the night, you'll dream. The more you dream, the stronger you become. I'm going to ask your unconscious mind to allow at least one of your dreams to be a very healing dream. Continuing this healing process in body, mind, and spirit so that in the morning, at the time you've chosen to wake up, you wake up easily, feeling refreshed, energetic, and ready to start the day again, powerfully moving forward into an ever more joyful experience of an ever greater abundance of health, wealth, happiness, and love, which are your birthright and which benefit others. And now go back down to 0, which is always sleep, allowing your mind, body, and spirit to digest all these positive thoughts and images, taking them into very deep levels so that these positive changes occur easily, effortlessly, and naturally. Coming up to 1, feeling physically relaxed. 2, feeling emotionally calm and confident. 3, health and well-being, enthusiasm, love, joy, and gratitude flowing through every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue, cell, and atom of your body. 4, becoming more and more alert and aware of your surroundings. And 5 is eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake, and welcome back. And thank you again so much for joining me for this. It's up to us. You know, we're the ones who can make the difference. Um, I just put a link in the chat for my best self. It's a free program. I'm not promoting anything else right here. It's a free 5-day program that if you don't have it already, just it can help you cultivate more peace inside. And as you cultivate it inside, you cultivate it outside, and that's how we create a more peaceful world, is by being the change we wish to see in the world. So thank you so much for your participation in this. Um, the more people doing this, the better. So thank you to everyone who shared this with others. It's going to be here on YouTube. Please share with others, encourage others to feel more peace and spread more peace. And that's how we get the job done. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Have an awesome, awesome weekend. Some of you I might see in a couple of hours here in Sacramento at the live workshop. Looking forward to that. Otherwise, I hope to see you someday at a live workshop or something like that. And have an awesome rest of your weekend. Love you. Take care.